Hey everybody, this is Jonathan Allen at Floodwater Studios. Behind me here is Eli on guitar. Today we're going to do a pedal review from a new company that I found on Amazon called Asmuse. They're pretty cool, very affordable pedals. It's a mini pedal, runs off 9-volt. This one is the Looper. It has 5 minutes of recording time during the loop, which is pretty crazy. It is true bypass. You can also hook it up to your computer with a USB, so we're going to test that out as well. But without any further ado, let's hop in and see what this pedal has to offer. As I mentioned in the intro, this pedal has 5 minutes of clear looping, unlimited overdubs, and undo redo features built right into the pedal itself. It's got continuous switching. It's not going to cause any discordant interruptions between the phrases. It does record at 48K 24-bit sampling rates. We all know that true bypass keeps out the electronical noises out of everything, out of the signal path, so you get pretty pure tone with this. So currently right now the listing price on Amazon is $37. I will have a link in the description below for everything as well if you want to check this out. So we'll see how this goes. Alright, well that was our take for this Asmuse loop pedal. Video's not that long because what really can you do with a looper besides loop things? Now, we did say earlier that we were going to try to do the USB feature, hook that up, and download some stuff and move it over to the pedal board. Now, one thing we did realize is it doesn't do anything. At least it didn't for us. So I hooked it up to my Mac Mini here, and nothing happened. The lights turned on, the red and green lights together. I'm going through PreSonus Studio 1.6 here, and even when I plugged it in and tried to use it inside Studio One with the USB, we got nothing out of it. Hooked up a guitar through it, straight in, no response. So yeah, I mean, USB is kind of a dud. It does say on Amazon that you can use it as power if you don't have the 9-volt adapter. Again, even as power, it wasn't usable. It wouldn't recognize any guitar signal going through it. So that's something to keep in mind. But I mean, for $37, there's a lot more expensive pedals that do the exact same thing. Another thing I will note, the volume on it, it's kind of low. To match what we were playing with the loop itself, to hear it in the playback, we had to have it at about 3/4 of the way up to have a good balance for everything. So the level can go extremely low. The level can also get extremely hot. So depending on what you're doing, either way could work for you. But yeah, for $37, not that bad. It'll go on the board. We'll have some fun with it. So pros and cons for this pedal. Let's start with cons real quick because there's really only two. The first one is the USB doesn't work. At least it didn't for us. So if you can get it to work, let me know down in the comments. We'd love to hear how you got it to work. Now, possibly it doesn't work with Mac, but I mean, pretty much everything does nowadays. But yeah, that did not work for us. The only other con that I had was the volume's kind of low, but I mean, it's still pretty versatile. At the volume we had to set it at, we still had a lot of headroom to go up if we needed, and there was tons of room to go down if needed to. So, I mean, just depending on application, I think that would work pretty well still. So maybe not a con per se, just a consideration. Pros for the pedal, the size is crazy. This thing is tiny. It takes up no room on your pedal board whatsoever. True bypass, no noises coming through when you're turning the pedal on and off, no pops or clicks that are going to be picked up for anything. It's fairly easy to use if you read the instructions. There's a lot of combinations for the foot switch itself, but once you kind of get the hang of it, it's going to work perfectly fine for you. Again, $37 for a pedal that loops things. Much more expensive loopers out there, but this one does the job for a great price. Alright guys, so let us know what you think in the comments about this Asmuse looper pedal. How would you use it? What types of things are on your mind? Again, like I said, $37. It's a great investment to just mess around and have some fun. I do have a link down in the description below. Also, while you're looking, why don't you go ahead and hit the like button, hit subscribe. There's going to be more pedal reviews coming soon, so keep an eye open for those. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great day.